being on a plane, you're sitting next to a stranger, they lean over and say, hey, I'm just starting my journey. What advice do you have for me?
First of all, let me appreciate you for asking a question that I haven't been asked after 2,500 or so interviews over the years.
The very, very first thing I would say is you have to drop the ego, which is everyone's greatest obstacle. And so the ego is your ego.
In 2008, Grant and I had been married for 4 years. I was pregnant with my first child. The economy was collapsing, and we were on the verge of losing everything financially.
Hello, everybody. It's Corey Poirier back with the latest edition of the Enlightened Passenger Show. And this episode, we have the band Circle the Earth. I hope you enjoy this episode, and I hope you take some great nuggets from it. In the interim, don't forget to get your copy of the Enlightened Passenger book at thisisthebook.com, and I'll see you on the other side of the interview. Hello, everybody. It's Corey Poirier back with a new edition of the show. I kind of welcome the audience because of the fact that we're both video and audio. So if you're listening on podcasts, I'm kind of welcoming you for that reason too. I have three gentlemen here with me that I'm excited to meet. And I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'll get each person to introduce themselves as part of the band. So maybe we'll start here with the founder of the band, if that works okay.
Hi, my name is Mike McVeigh. I play bass and I'm founder of Circle the Earth. And I'm fortunate to play with these beautiful musicians.
Hi, my name is Sandy. I'm the keyboard player.
Hey, my name is Kazuki Takashi. I am a guitarist for Circle the Earth.
Amazing. And so the band itself, is it a four-piece band? Five-piece. Okay, because I've talked to four of you today, so three here, a fourth one. And there's another member then?
Yes, Sandro Feliciano plays drums.
Okay, very cool. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. So I guess since you originated and founded the band, maybe I'll start first and foremost with what was the catalyst? What made you decide to start the band? Like, was there a big moment in your life that happened, or was it just like you've always wanted to have a band like this, or how did that start?
I've always wanted to play music my entire life, and I've been balancing music and science and education and so forth for quite a long time. And then I gave up on the dream about 14 years ago. I recovered from crack addiction. I've been sober for 14 years. Wow. And I put a band together around a singer that I met who was very gifted. She was super talented. I put a band together around her just to be altruistic with no expectation of return. She took off and left without a notice, and the band continued. And we put together a new project with different singers. And so this eventually evolved into Circle the Earth. And Circle the Earth is a return to me of the love I tried to put out toward another person in the past.
Amazing. So maybe I'll ask, in both cases, I'll ask both of you, what attracted you to this band? Like why, whenever, and I don't even know, I should ask, how did you find out about the band? Was like an ad in the paper? Back in the days, it was the paper. Was it an ad online? Did you meet each other through another mutual connection? Like, I'm curious how both of you found your way into the band and what attracted you to the band.
So there was an ad in the newspaper. But very similar. There was an ad online, actually. I believe I replied to it. And then he said, come in for an audition. And I learned the songs and came in, and he liked it, I guess.
She blew the audition away. I picked her up in my arms the first time I met her.
Yeah, it was a great vibe to start with. Just everyone's in LA, honestly, like doing music. Sometimes it's hard to find people that are in it, that they care about you. They care about like you as a person, as opposed to like you're replaceable, that kind of feeling. So this band has definitely turned into like a big family, and it's just we care about the music, and then we also care about each other. And I think that shows on stage when we perform. There's genuine, like, we're vibing with each other.
That's amazing. And yourself? Newspaper ad?
Well, in my case, I was student of Musicians Institute, and I graduated, and I was looking for audition and stuff. And then I had one audition in Long Beach, and that was a scam audition.
A scam audition?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went there and came back to school, and then school asked me how was it, and then I was like, that was a not good one. And then the school told me to go to upstairs and talk to one guy. And the guy was like, hey, tomorrow there's an audition for Circle the Earth. And then learn the song and go. And I learned the 4 songs in one night and then show up. And then here I am.
Wow. I mean, this is kind of off track, but the scam side of things in LA, How common is that? Because you hear all this story. I mean, you watch it in movies, you hear the stories of people that like, we think you could be the next model. Just pay $17,000 for 3 headshots. You hear the stories like that. Is it common? Like,
Well, I mean, I don't know how common, but like in a music school, we always told like be careful about a scam because there's a lot of people who take advantage of young musician because they always chasing dream and then they're I'm gonna do it right now, that kind of thing. So some people take advantage of it, but who knows? Like if the audition didn't happen, I'm not here. So
that's true. I mean, everything sort of happens for a reason in a certain way. And if that didn't happen, this doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. And so I just had the last question on that though. With the scam itself, was it like pay this much to audition? Is that where the scam came in?
It was like, they took me kind of weird place and like a big place. And then like a lot of chairs and a lot of people sitting. And then I had to write my name down and then go on stage. And I don't know, back then my English was worse than right now. So I don't know what's going on, but like the music is not happening over there. So they probably wanted to make me join some team or something.
It was a cult.
Yeah.
It was a church kind of.
All I got is the piece of bread and then like orange juice or something.
Join the cult.
Yeah, they told me to dip it and eat. And I was hungry. I ate it.
You're lucky you made it out of there, I think.
That's all I got.
You're lucky. I mean, so I don't know why, but that made me think, I'm sure there's a song there. So that made me go to the next question of, how does the music come together? Like, does everybody write? Do you write? How does that all?
We typically employ outside songwriters that are young or that are current in order to keep the songs fresh. And we employ those people along with Kazuki or Sandy or some of the other musicians collaborate, or the singer collaborates with them on compositions. So they range from already pre-written, like Slight Curiosity was written by Lauren Christie, who did Complicated for Avril Lavigne and the first Dua Lipa album, to completely collaborative with a kid named Adrian Jones that we've used for the last 10 years. Is very talented and sometimes writes with Kazuki or with Sandy, things like that. And
so, I mean, with Lauren, like how does something like that come together? Like, I'm always fascinated by the inner workings. Like, as a fan of music, all you see is the music hit the stage. Mm-hmm. You don't see how it all came together and these little synchronicities that had to happen for this person to meet. So I'm just curious, in that circumstance, that's a big deal to have somebody like that and be able to take their song and run with it. How did that all come together? Like that relationship or that song? We met Lauren Christie through contact at Revolver Studios with Michael Blue, and our management, Johnny Miller, also knew her. So we'd been submitting songs to her for quite a while and soliciting her to write with us for probably 4 years until it finally came around. Wow. And I mean, I'm curious, whenever I was told about you guys, I was told, these guys are doing this right now. And so I heard you say it's the best the band's ever been as far as the current lineup. Is that why, or do you feel that's happening? And if so, is that why that's happening, like this trajectory right now?
Yeah. So Aviva was here earlier and she mentioned that she only joined the band, 6 or 8 months ago? It was a tough process for us to go through as a band. Like changing the front person is not the easiest thing to do. So throughout that process, like she was a godsend. Like she was just perfect for the part, and she's so committed. No diva, like not just she's one of us. She's so down to earth. Like she came to my Muay Thai match. Like she's there cheering for me with the sign. We all came to. Yeah, they all did. Like this is the type of band that they are. Like we're friends first, So like she just fit into the part so perfectly, and then we just added more fuel to the fire and kept it burning, and we just everything's taken off because it's the right people now.
That's amazing. Yeah, I always think and believe things happen at the right time and for the right reasons. And it sounds like, as you said, I mean, the fact that you said this is probably the best it's ever been, and then it's doing this, and she's 6 months, 8 months with you. It seems like that's all timed perfectly. Do you think, I mean, being involved 14 years, I mean, I'm sure it depends on the personality, but some people are like myself, somewhat impatient. So 14 years, like at the time, I'm like, oh, it's taking forever. did that ever factor into you, or has this just been a passion that you're like, I don't care, whatever it takes, however long it happens, where it goes or anything, it's just a matter of I love doing this? Is it one of those things, or are you like, I want this to...
It's a combination of both things. I'm a lifetime martial artist, so dedication and constant discipline and constant effort is part of my personality. So that's one aspect of it. I love it very much. And then you see it grow and step forward, step by step by step through your own efforts. And then there's times when God steps in. Because like, for example, with Viva coming, the last singer we had, I was with her for 8 years and fully committed to her and never would have changed her. But a woman who works for Diane Warren came into rehearsal one day and put her face in my face in front of all of them and said, "You must change your singer or your project will fail." And I'm like, "I don't know you. I can't do that." And she said it to me again. And then she's put like a drill sergeant, right? And then she said, "Just listen, act around the room." And everyone reluctantly agreed. So outside forces forced me to do something I wouldn't have done on my own. It was exactly perfect, and it changed the landscape of the project 150%. So constant effort plus interjections from God from time to time.
I find that fascinating because you hear that with, like, you see it on the reality shows, like, let's say The Voice or back at the American Idol, like, they become in as a group. And then I remember, like, Simon is one of the judges on some of those would say, like, "Can you come and sing on your own?" And like, you could tell his mind was ticking, like, you guys are great, but you should be a group and you should be on your own and stuff like that. And like you said, it's fascinating because we don't realize, I don't think, if we're watching, how hard it is to hear that. Because it's easy to watch and go, "Yeah, I agree with Simon," but it's not as easy if you've been with this person for years to say, we need to make this tough decision for the betterment of the whole project. So I'm sure that wasn't an easy decision to make at the time.
It's heart-wrenching.
And you were both in the band at that point too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's a big switch.
It was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into this project. So literally, yeah, it's a big shift, and we just needed to trust each other in that process, and it came out for the better. So we're glad.
It sounds like what I heard earlier, it sounds like it's as much a family. Like you mentioned friends. It sounds like it's as much a family as friends and a unit. And, I love hearing that, because if you think about the bands that existed for X amount of years, there's a component, even when they don't get along, because you hear about like back in the day, like Aerosmith, the two lead guys would fight, or Rolling Stones, they were talking through lawyers at certain points and then get along. And it feels like it's because it's a family. Whether we like it or not, if you take two siblings and put them in a band together, I'm sure they're going to argue from time to time.
Sandy keeps us in check.
I mean, that's not to say we don't argue. We bicker, but like we have a way of finding our way back. And like, I think the most important thing is like we don't let our egos get in the way. If anyone makes a mistake or something, like we're all at a mature level where we can talk about it and say, "Hey, I'm sorry that I shouldn't have done that," or like we know how to find our way back. So I think that's important for the group dynamic, to be aware enough, like within ourselves, to be like, "Okay, I messed up here. Let me just apologize," and then we'll, like, at the end of the day, we know we're gonna forgive each other because we've learned that much about each other,
So this is a question I feel for everyone is, I mean, I can ask it individually, but I think it's a question for everyone is, in general, who inspires you? Like, is it another musician, another band, or is it a personal, in your life, an individual? Like, who inspires you to keep sort of the train going?
Me personally, I feel inspired by the dreams and hopes of the people that I work with, seeing them step toward their dreams gratifies me like nothing else.
I can tell that you're not in this for you. You know what I mean? You're in it to make an impact, and that's so powerful.
I mean, I would say like similarly, like watching each other, watching like musicians around me perform and doing what they do best. Like sometimes I'm watching Kazuki just shredding on the guitar and just like, wow, he's doing that. Or I'm watching Sandro playing the drums, or Aviva just hitting that high note. I'm surrounded by this, and just seeing how Mike has just endless like conviction. He's just so in it. He's pushing so hard. This man doesn't sleep. He's on the phone all the time, and he's just making it happen. Like seeing all of that and being surrounded by all of that, like it just pushes you to want to do better, and you don't want to let them down. You don't want to let yourself down either. You want to show your best because everyone else around you is showing their best.
I love it.
Well, Sandy said everything, but I'm surrounded by really cool people, and both musically and personally. So a lot of people hard worker and so talented. So these days I get inspired a lot by my friends and then band and stuff. So yeah.
Amazing. So I have another question for each person. Time machine question. You heard me ask it earlier, so I said I'd ask it now as well. It's pretty, it's sort of self-explanatory, but if you could jump into a time machine, let's pretend they existed. And for all we know, maybe they do, but for our knowledge, they don't. So if you could jump into a time machine and go back and talk to your younger self, give them some life advice based on what you've learned in the year since. First of all, what do you think you might say?
I do this all the time. I go back to places where I was struggling. I go back to places where I first started the band. I go back to places where I first met the musicians. I'll go back to places where I first rehearsed, and I send messages of hope and encouragement to myself in the past and warn myself of mistakes I'm going to make and warn myself to overcome them and learn from them and keep going. And it's going to take a lot longer than you think, but it's eventually going to bring you to a beautiful place. So stay with it. And I try to do that all the time.
Amazing.
For me, honestly, like I wouldn't even get in the time machine. I think I think everything happens for a reason. Everything that happened to me made me who I am today and gave me the experiences necessary. It's kind of like what that one movie, like everything happened for a reason in a sense, and there's no sense for me, at least, in changing anything in the past or me needing to know anything about the future. Just one step at a time, and let's see where this goes.
Amazing.
I'm pretty happy right now. So like, not time machine. Anything, probably I want to see dinosaur. I don't know.
Go back and see it.
Yeah, like a long time ago. Like, whoa.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I get that some people say, "Can I come back?" Like if I go in the time machine, can I come back? If not, I won't go in. But
well, the dinosaur will be a problem.
Yeah,
I can't come back.
Especially if you can't come back, then you're stuck. Yeah, so I get that. So I wanted to ask each person again as we wind down one last question. So it's the same question again, but I'm sure you'll have different answers to it. If you talking to that viewer or listener, what they need to know about the band or what they need to check out, like what's the newest thing they need to hear or the newest song or the website they need to go to, like what would you tell people as a final word on check out our band?
You can Google Circle the Earth and it'll come up right away. We have a YouTube channel. We have Instagram. We have TikTok. The latest single is called Slight Curiosity with a cool video. And the message of the band is one of optimism, hope, inclusion, and love, and the light of the God of all religions without being spiritually pushy.
Amazing.
So drop us a follow on Instagram and social media, Circle the Earth LA, and check us out. Yeah, we just released our new single, Slight Curiosity. So that's up on all streaming services. So check us out, Circle the Earth, and Slight Curiosity is our new single.
Amazing.
What am I gonna say? Well, I mean, we are on all platform. We often use Instagram. We post music, dinner, private, everything. So yeah, I think Instagram might be
Best place.
Yeah, I would say.
Amazing. Well, with your permission, because I know you guys are doing this, with your permission, I'll call it a to be continued and say until next time.
Thank you for having us.
So much. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
So there's the episode, Circle the Earth. What did you think? I hope you enjoyed the conversation with the band. I have been blown away by some of the great work they've been doing and the journey they followed. I hope you enjoyed it too. In the interim, until the future and until the to be continued of the next episode, I hope you grab your copy of The Enlightened Passenger, the brand new book that inspired the show at thisisthebook.com.